Okay, we're live. Welcome everyone to the meeting of the Baltimore County delegation on Wednesday, the 2nd of April. Good thing it's on the 1st. You might all be wondering if it's for real. It would have been if we'd had it yesterday too, but we wanted to get our ducks in a row. We have essentially one piece of business to deal with. We have a bill, a Senate bill, which I don't have the number of. Madam Vice Chair, can you tell me the number of the bill, please? I don't have it written down in front of me.
656.
Oh, there we go. Senate Bill 656, which seeks to take a look at the voting for the Baltimore County School Board. There are amendments, and I'm going to go to Delegate Forbes, who is the chair of the Education Subcommittee, about an amendment that was discussed at the meeting last Friday.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Thank you so much. There was an amendment that was sent around to everyone in your folders. You should have gotten via email. We have not met on it as a group.
Okay, and so it falls to us, and I was one of the writers of the amendment, trying to find a compromise that might be a good one. We have that amendment before us, but in conversations with the delegation, talking to people, I don't feel that this is an amendment the delegation generally wants to go forward with. So I am going to choose not to move my amendment at this time. Let that sink in for a second. There will be no amendment offered concerning, and if you want, just to remind you of the amendment, it said that we would have next year's election as it is now, but it indicated a need for a work group going forward. But that amendment is now not being offered by me. I'm not going to move that amendment. So I will say now, are there other amendments to the bill at this time? I'm holding because I think there is one. Okay, for last time, are there any other amendments to the bill at this time? All right, hearing none, then I'm going to move back to the chair of the Education Subcommittee for a motion on the bill as it was presented to us.
Let's have a vote and let's move favorably.
I have a favorable motion on this bill. Is there
a second?
Is there
a second, Mr.
Sorry.
Chair.
Thank you. We got a handful of good seconds out there. So the bill is moved and seconded.
I'm sorry.
Delegate Long?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Hold on. So are there any other amendments to the bill, or I'm sorry, is there any discussion on that amendment at this time? Now, Delegate Long.
Yes, I did have an amendment that I was told it was given to you prior to the meeting.
It was, but I waited a full 30 seconds for you to present that amendment, and there was no motion. Everyone was waiting. So we've moved past that. We're on the bill with no amendment right now. I'm very sorry.
Well, can we possibly move it back? Because the problem I was having was electronics.
Yeah, it's 10 past 8, and I felt like I waited 30 seconds for you. I counted them to present that amendment. I knew you had an amendment, but I assumed then you had decided not to present it, and I didn't want to put you on the spot. But we are in the middle of a motion on the bill without amendment right now, and so I don't see how we add an amendment at this point. I'm very sorry.
Well, I would ask to reconsider it. Given the technology, sometimes it just doesn't work the way it's supposed to. You knew I had the amendment.
I did, but you had to present it, sir. And you
I'm
didn't.
sorry?
You had to present it, and you didn't. This meeting has been scheduled for over 24 hours. The electronics have been on since about 5 minutes or 10 minutes to 8. And we're on.
I have been on.
And
I have been on.
Yeah, but when I asked for the amendment, you didn't come forward. So we're going to move on. And I am going to ask if there's any discussion on the bill without amendment at this time.
That's fine.
Thank you. Seeing no discussion, I'm prepared to move to a vote on the favorable motion. I'm going to do a roll call, of course, on this, and I will start with the vice chair, Delegate Pastore. Favorable or unfavorable? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, Delegate Pastore moves favorable. Yes. Delegate Pastore, is there anyone else that we need to pay attention to at this moment?
I've gone through the attendance and no.
I believe that, okay, that's excellent. Okay, next, Delegate Allen.
Yes.
Delegate Bendari.
Yes, Mr. Chair, Delegate Cardin is trying to get in the meeting. I sent
Okay.
him the links.
Thanks.
For
We'll,
some reason, it is not working.
okay, well, we'll come back to him on a vote. At least we can do that. We can wait 30 seconds for
Okay.
that. Delegate Forbes.
No.
Okay. Delegate Grammer.
Not present.
Delegate Grammer is not present. Okay. Delegate Guyton.
No.
No. Delegate Jones is excused, or Speaker Jones is excused. Delegate Long.
No.
Okay. Delegate Mangione.
No.
Delegate McCaskill.
Yes.
Okay. Delegate Metzger.
Is not present. Is
Not
absent.
present. Thank you. Delegate Naraki is also excused. I don't think he's here. In case he's found his way on, I'm going to give him a chance, but I don't see him.
No.
Okay, we'll hold for that one. That one's out. Delegate Phillips.
Yes.
Okay. Delegate Ross.
Yes.
Delegate Ruth.
Yes.
Delegate Stein.
Yes.
Delegate Shalega.
I have her as absent.
Okay. And Delegate White Holland.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a count for me, Delegate Pasteur?
6. I have 9 yeses, 4 nos.
So we require a constitutional majority to move favorable on a bill. We are 2 votes short of that. And so we will not bring this bill forward as a favorable motion at this time. And I think that concludes our business unless someone had a point of order. All right. Thank you all very much for your time, and we will check in with you on the floor.
Thank you.